and so far it's worked. The toy hauler with the storage in the back. 2 blankets and a parka. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Hey, if you're new, like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're a regular subscriber or watcher, thank you for watching. Hey, this video is going to be a little different. It's all about me. This time it is all about me. I'm doing all of the talking, all of the descriptions and everything because it is a technical video. So in this video, I want to share some things that I do to the camper. I'm going to show you some things that we did while we were in Kentucky. So it's kind of dated and it covers several days. So I just want to explain that before we get into the video. You're going to hear me reference the time that we were in Kentucky, and the scene is going to be we were in Kentucky. So I wanted to come on and at the beginning of this video and let you know that's what it's all about. Don't get confused. It's just a compilation of several days that I did some things to the camper and around the camper in Kentucky. So enjoy. Good morning, everybody. We are still in Kentucky. This whole time with this video is about us being in Kentucky and what's been going on. And today we've just been hanging out another day here. Man, the temperature changed. It was 90 something yesterday. Got up this morning, it's 60 degrees. So we are going to take advantage of being in this beautiful weather. And it is so, as you can see, Miss Eskimo out here.
It's beautiful out here, but it's cool. So
it is.
I had to wrap up.
It is. We woke up, it was what, 60 degrees.
And I was like, get my coffee and let's go outside.
Yeah, so we got coffee and we're out here watching YouTube, of course. But man, the weather just changed on us like that. But it feels good. You see, I got on a small hoodie. She got on 2 blankets and a parka.
No, just 2 blankets and my little lightweight hoodie.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting here and the wind is whipping around the end of that camper.
Yeah.
But it's such a beautiful morning. I don't want to leave. So I just wrap up.
Yep. So the morning, I mean, this whole thing has been just kind of us taking our time, I guess you would say, here at RC's Getaway, Hideaway. I'm sorry, RC's Hideaway. We've called it some of everything. We are still doing great. We're editing. We're not doing a whole lot of other things right now. We're just kind of hunkered down. It's been kind of nice because we've been able to relax, work at our own pace, do some things here and there. Thank God we have a lot of content to get out. We've been doing that. So stay with us, hang with us, and we'll see you in a little bit. Well, one thing with being stationary like this is we got a chance to do some things in the camper that we've been talking about doing. We're always trying to maximize our space and the things that we have, be more efficient about what we have in the camper, lighten, rearrange. So I took some time, and both of us took some time to rearrange some things in the camper. I want to kind of go through some of that. I rearranged some stuff in the back. I got to get something out for Lynn, so I'll show that to you right now. Not a big deal for y'all, but for me, it was huge. For those of you who don't know, we have a Grand Design 376 THS, and it's the toy hauler with the storage in the back. Ta-da! Okay, so Ignore all this stuff right here, because all this stuff right here goes in the truck. Some of it goes to Goodwill. But I rearranged some of the stuff that we have in here. So I had those kind of lined all along. It took up a lot of floor space. I actually gained about a third more floor space by stacking those. So we're going to see how that travels. In there we have extra clothes, things like that. Have a toolbox. We got our satellite back there. We have a ladder. And I started hanging things, lightweight things. I hang them, kind of give us a little bit more floor space. So where it used to come back here, the bikes were actually back here. We gained probably a good third more space in the back here. Now the good thing about having a unit like this for us is extra storage space. So we can put blankets, we got another set of chairs, just different things that you wouldn't think about that you would need full-time, but we can downsize, upsize. You know, if we buy extra stuff, we can store it back here until we need it. Now, the other thing that I did that I think was really productive was I changed my water system around. Now, you may or may not know, bugs, you may or may not know we have the Blue Technology water system, water filtration system. And at first, I had it sitting outside. Didn't like that as much because I always had to take it out. Put it out, set it out, stayed out in the weather. Then I figured out how to run it inside the bay and just connect it, not have to take it out every time. Then I had the bright idea. Hold on, let me show you. Oh, another tip. On this unit, we decided that we would use this front bay as our lightweight storage. Okay. So, okay, let me kind of explain this. This unit, I wanted to have the lighter things in the front. So things that took up space that we really that we wanted to get to from time to time, but was not really essential, I guess you would say. So the way, all right, here we go. Try to explain it the best that I can. I want to keep, this is RC's truck. I want to keep the weight on the pin to try to balance it out with the weight in the back. Now, the weight on the pin, which is right here, sits in the truck. I want to manage that so that I can add water and not add a whole lot of weight to my truck. Now, cut back here, we have 3 axles, and what you want to do is to keep as much weight on the axles as possible. So, hold on. What I did was I rearranged some of the heavier things like my tools, stuff like that, over the axles. So the heaviest part of our cargo is over the axle. Then with having the garage back here, it helps keep things balanced, in my opinion, because so much of this camper is from the pin to those tires. The kitchen, the tanks, all that sits in between the truck and those tires. So I lessened some of my pin weight by moving my paper products. All of these are paper products and shoes. In other words, stuff we need to get to from time to time and not have to open the back. This is the way we store it, in these little cloth bags. I need to put that in there. And see, paper products. stuff we need to get to from time to time. All right, so as you can see, we got a lot of space in here, and this is what we had in there. But all this is paper products. Now we won't keep these like this, paper products and shoes actually, because we'll only buy these in bulk. So we'll use it down to the last bag and then we'll purchase again. So we have enough paper products for a good while. But what I did was I moved all my water back here, which gave me much more space up here, because this is where I had worked out my whole water filtration system. So I never have to take it out. And there it sits. And I put that in a bucket, and I secured the bucket down with double-sided tape so that it won't move. And so far it's worked. Now I have not plumbed it permanently. I've actually plumbed it temporarily because I want to make sure it's sitting where I want to sit. I want to see how it travels when we move. So those are the kind of things that we can get done sitting stationary. Well, what's up everybody? We're gonna do some checking on some things today. Come on out of there, it's dark in there. We're gonna check, make sure that all our lug nuts are tightened to the specs, which is about 100 pounds. And we do that with a mechanical torque wrench. There's several of these out there, several different models. And I got my socket, and you see I got tire on it so that I don't mistaken it for something else. And I always keep these in the same place so that I can just go get them. So we're going to check all our lug nuts on all 6 tires. The other thing that I do is I inspect the tires. So I inspect them for tread wear, see if there's anything bulging. The other day I got under the camper and I checked the suspension. So depending on what type of suspension you have, we have the MORROD independent suspension. So I just get up under there, look around, make sure there are no leaks, because ours is hydraulic, and make sure everything looks like it's where it's supposed to be. Since we've been here so long, I've done probably all of my checks on everything, kind of from front to back, repacked some stuff, tidied up a little bit in the bays. We've actually gotten rid of some stuff. We've gotten rid of some clothes, things like that, kind of lighten the load a little bit. So now I'm going to move on to the truck, which I've really already done that, but I want to check the hitch. I haven't looked at the hitch, and just put some stuff in the back of the truck. As you can see, I've already been back here, rearranged some things. So I'm just gonna check the hitch, put these 2 or 3 things in the back, and we'll be good to go. Now there are specs for the hitch that you're supposed to check every so often. This one in particular, these four bolts. So since I'm checking, I'll probably go ahead and do that too. Be right back. So according to my manual, I have to keep these at 100 foot-pounds, and it's suggested every 1,000 miles that you do that before you hook up. So I just checked them all. They're all at 100, so we're good to go. Same thing, use my torque wrench, set it at 100 foot-pounds, and it was just as easy as that. Oh, I don't know if any of you know about this, but these torque wrenches are supposed to be, you can set them, you can dial in your foot-pounds, and then you can lock it down so it stays there. But when you're finished, loosen it so that it doesn't lose its accuracy. So loosen it, keep the tension off that spring in there. I was inspecting my hitch. I have a Kurt A25. So this is a 25K hitch, and I just learned something. It has grease fittings, Zerk grease fittings for the jaws. Did not realize that. So I gave them some tender loving grease, and hopefully that'll keep it working smooth. That's the only grease fittings that I've seen on it. So if you have a Kurt hitch, you might want to check that out and see if you have grease fittings. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. We also want to remind you to like, share, and subscribe. Continue to watch, and we appreciate everything that you do, whether it's a comment or like or whatever it is. Remember, subscription is just a free thing. You can subscribe for free, does not cost you a thing. And we want to make sure you know that there's a part 2 to this video. So at the end of it, please hang around, go to part 2, and we'll see you later. And as we always say, enjoy the journey on the way to your destination.